In this episode of Repro Roundup, we'll take a look at a comprehensive homebrew title for the NES. This is Battle Kid: Fortress of Peril. Battle Kid: Fortress of Peril is a homebrew game for the NES, developed by Savak Games and released in 2010. The game is a 2D platformer that is a love letter to the classic gameplay of the NES. The development of Battle Kid was inspired by an indie game from 2007 called I Wanna Be the Guy, which is known for its classic 8 and 16-bit game references, as well as its brutal difficulty level. Aside from the similarities in character sprites and difficulty levels, however, Battle Kid is otherwise a completely different game. Other influences are drawn from Metroid, seen in the level layout and item upgrades, as well as Mega Man with the story and play controls. The story begins as mysterious figures plot the construction of a super mech weapon. A transmission is intercepted by Dr. Byers, pinpointing the weapon's location at the abandoned Il-Laqab, the Fortress of Peril. Dr. Byers calls upon Timmy, equipped with a battlesuit, to covertly infiltrate the fortress and stop the impending plans. The game controls as a typical platformer, with the ability to run, jump, and shoot enemies. Your moveset is expanded as you progress through the game, obtaining enhancement cards which allow you to reach previously inaccessible areas. These abilities include a double jump, feather fall, and infinite oxygen to allow underwater breathing. You also collect keys along the way to unlock blocked paths throughout the fortress. The level layout is a series of single-screen areas, all interconnected in one giant map. The fortress is divided into several sections, ranging from the fortress entrance, a waterfall, cavern, and inner sanctum. Warp areas are included throughout the game, allowing fast travel between the different locations. Each area presents a variety of challenges, including monsters, pitfalls, and traps. Many different enemies are encountered through the game, with unique sprites and characteristics. Several bosses must be defeated as well, each guarding an area of the fortress. The bosses include a Lotus Guardian, Owlbot, Seahorse Turret, and the Super Mech. Like I mentioned earlier, the game is very difficult and requires quite a bit of trial and error. You only have one hit before you die, and you will die a lot in this game. This can be a bit frustrating at first, but once you learn the pattern for each screen, you can fly through them with ease. Also, the turnaround time after you die to get right back into the action is very fast, making you want to keep trying to get just a little further into the fortress. You also have unlimited lives, and there are save areas spread throughout the game, allowing you to frequently record your progress. And when you just need to take a break, a password system is included to record your game. While most NES homebrew games are short and simplistic, this game is comprehensive and detailed. The game was made completely from scratch, with brand new sprites, levels, enemies, and music. The game also features original artwork, designed by the talented Larry Bundy Jr. The in-game graphics look bright and colorful as well, and look great on the NES. And lastly, one of my favorite features of the game is the amazing soundtrack. The game features different music for each area, and they all sound fantastic. Battle Kid is one of the best homebrew titles on the NES, and in fact, is better than a lot of original releases on the system. While the game can be a little difficult, it has a lot to offer, and if you enjoy classic platforming of the NES and are up for a little bit of a challenge, you should give this one a try. I'm often asked where to find copies of the games I review, so if this game caught your interest, here are some details. To my knowledge, the game is currently only available through RetroZone. I have no affiliation at all with this site, but have purchased from them several times and would highly recommend them. They have many unique games for sale, very high quality, reasonable prices, and extremely fast shipping. I always try to support the work of homebrew developers that put a lot of time into creating original games for retro systems. It really helps to support the community and encourages them to make more games in the future. That said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching.